Hey YouTube, my name's Abria. It's my first time doing videos and stuff, so I hope you guys like it. I hope I get some subscribers, and you know, basically what I'm going to be talking to you about, what my whole videos and channel is going to be about is verbal abuse. Like, it's really serious, and a lot of people don't think it's serious. A lot of people don't think they're going in verbal abuse, and I don't know. Everybody just says, "Oh, you've been sexually abused, you've been physically abused," but nobody really thinks of the victims that are, you know, they have emotional abuse. They have so many different types of abuse, and I want to talk about verbal abuse because I was verbally abused, and it affected me in so many different ways that I didn't really know until now, until I got older, and I was like, "Wait, hold up, this is verbal abuse. Like, what are you doing? It's not cool." So that's basically what I want to talk to you guys about and stuff, and just help other people out that are going through verbal abuse or going through bullying or going through anything, because even though I'm 18, I've been through so much that most people shouldn't have to go through or don't go through until they're earlier on when they're like married and stuff like that. So I just kind of want to, share my story and get it out there so people know that it's real and that they aren't afraid to talk about it. And if they're at the edge about to jump, or if they're at the edge about to do something, that turn away and get help, because you can get help and it does get better and everything will be okay. So I guess I can tell you guys a little my background story of the first time I was abused, or whatever you guys want to call it. So my abuser is my father. So just let you guys know that. Um, I didn't really know it was abuse per se, because I grew up with my father. My mom never divorced him. My parents are still married. And so, like, it just was something like I grew up with. I didn't know it was abuse. I thought it was normal, for your parent to yell at you like that, or for your parent to treat you like that. I never really knew anything different. So I thought the world of my father. My father was like on a pedestal. I put my father on a pedestal. I was daddy's little girl. Cause see, I play sports. So I played like soccer and everything, and my dad was my coach. I played softball. My dad was my coach. So my dad was on this high pedestal. Like, all I wanted to do was please him and make, like, help, like, want my dad to recognize me and notice me, because he was my coach and I wanted him to, know that I was good. And so I put my dad on a pedestal. But when I was in middle school, it was probably like when I first started realizing, like, hold up, wait, this is different. This isn't what everything, like, this isn't how a father should treat his daughter and stuff. So back in middle school, I was just like, this ain't right. Like, I don't like this man. Why is he my father, So that's kind of how, like, I started to not like my father and stuff. And everybody's like, "Bria, why don't you like your father?" Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you guys just don't understand, because my father, when he is around other people or around my friends or something like that, he is the nicest person alive. But that's how abusers are. When they're around other people, a lot of times they're really nice to everybody, but then behind closed doors and stuff, they are totally opposite and totally different, So that's how my father was. So my first account, if I can remember, I don't know how old I was. I was probably like 8 or 9, so I probably was still in elementary school. But I woke up and I was gonna go take a shower, and it was wintertime, so it was like cold. And so I turned on the shower, and I mean, my shower gets hot really fast. But like I said, I was in elementary school. I thought it took forever back then. So I turned on my shower, and then I go to lay back down to get in the covers because I'm freezing cold. It's wintertime. Our heat didn't kick in or something. I don't know. But it was cold. So I go to lay back down, and I fall asleep. Like, worst mistake of my life. I fall asleep with the shower still running. So I get back up. I mean, not get back up. So when I wake up, it's only like 5 minutes later. So the shower hasn't been running that long. I get back up, and I'm like, holy crap. So I get up, I jump out of bed to go to the shower because I realized that I had left it on. But my father was also up getting ready, and he was at the bottom of my stairs. And I looked at him. He had just had this evil eye in his look. Like, just this horrible evil look. And I'm like, oh crap, I'm in trouble. I already knew it. So the man starts yelling at me. Mind you, I'm only like 7 or 8 years old. I have never heard my father cuss at me before or anything. Like, not that I can remember. Like, this is the first account that I can remember my father doing something like that. So he yells at me and he's like, get your ass in the shower now before I spank your damn butt and stuff. I'm like, holy crap. Like, I'm 6 or 7. I grew up in a Christian home, all this other stuff. So I'm not used to having people yell at me. I'm not used to having people just come at me like that or cuss at me and stuff like that. Like, I knew cuss words, but never were they directed towards me or anything like that. So I instantly like freeze up. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I'm scared out of my mind. Like, the way he yelled at me and the words he said, I was just like, oh my God, what the crap. So I go in the shower. I promise you guys, I have never cried so hard in my life. Like, I was literally scared. I don't know what I was scared of, but I was scared. I didn't know what to do. So I get in the shower as quick as I can. I get out as quick as I can, and I'm like, quickest shower of my life. Probably like 5 minutes. So the shower was only running for like 10 minutes long the whole time, because from the time that I fell asleep to the time I got in the shower and out, like, it was really quick because I was so scared. But by the time I got out of the shower, I'm like, suck it up, stop crying, don't let them see you cry. Because I've always been a person that I don't like people to see my emotions and stuff like that. So I sucked up my tears and blah, 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 whatever. And then I got back in my room. And, well, first of all, I was scared to open the door out of my bathroom. Because I was afraid that he was going to be standing there, like, monitoring me in the shower. Or he literally was going to have a belt and to whip me. So, like, I was a little scared to open the door, but I opened it and there's nobody outside. Because, like, my balcony, like, I have like a balcony or whatever, so you can see the whole living room and stuff. So that's why I was kind of scared to open the door, because he could have been right there at the bottom of the stairs again, but he wasn't. So I get back into my room and everything, and I guess my mom had heard or something, or it woke or woke her up or something like that from her sleep, because she had came upstairs. But as she was coming up the stairs, like, my door was closed, so I didn't know who was coming. So I thought it was my dad. I was like literally scared, shaking, like I froze when I heard footsteps up the stairs. And then I was like, oh my God, please don't knock on my door. Like, knock on my brother's door or something like that. So, because they're trying to wake up my brother. Because I have an older brother who's 4 years older than me. So I was like, oh, okay, they're waking up my brother. Please be that. And then the knock was on my door. I was so scared. But my mom was like, can I come in? So I was like, oh, okay, it was her. It wasn't my dad. So I was kind of relieved about that. And so I told her she could come in and everything, and she consoled me and was like, are you okay, and all this other stuff. And I was just basically like, yeah, Mom, I'm okay. By this time I had like blocked it all out. I was like, whatever, I don't care anymore. I don't know what I did or whatever. So I was just kind of like numb to the pain and everything like that. So, I mean, that was my first account of me, like, at the time that it was going on, I didn't realize it was verbal abuse, but that's the first time that I can remember my father doing something like that I can remember that is verbal abuse, is considered verbal abuse. Like, there's a difference between somebody yelling at you and somebody abusing you through their words. Like, I was 7 or 8. I was like really young. He didn't have to yell at me in the manner that he did. He didn't have to scream at me. He could have just nicely said, Abria, you fell asleep. Don't do that again. Please get in the shower. Don't waste the water. And our water bill's not even that high, nor is our heating bill. Like, it's honestly, it was ridiculous the way he yelled at me. It wasn't called for. So that's kind of like my first story, and trust me, I'll have many more stories to come and more recent stories and stuff like that. And just, this channel is really basically to help people out and get the word out that verbal abuse is real and that you can get help and it will be okay. And so that's it. So like, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down if you don't like it, comments, questions, rate it. Help me out.